Hi. That's obviously wired some page. We are talking about climate. Detailed footage finally reveals what triggers lightning. The first detailed observations of lightning's emergence inside the cloud have exposed how electric fields grow strong enough to let bolts fly. You can watch this in your own pace. During a summer storm in 2018, a momentous lightning bolt flashed above a network of radio telescopes in the Netherlands. The telescopes' detailed recordings, which were processed only recently, reveal something no one has seen before: lightning actually starting up inside a thundercloud. In a new paper that will soon be published in the journal Geophysical Research Letters, researchers used the observation to settle a long standing debate about what triggers lightning. The first step in the mysterious process by which bolts arise, grow, and propagate to the ground. It's kind of embarrassing. It's the most energetic process on the planet. We have religion centered around this thing, and we have no idea how it works, said Brian Hare. And hare is another word for a rabbit. Yeah, chasing the rabbit. A lightning researcher at the University of Groningen, probably Germany, and the co-author of the new paper. The school book picture is that inside a thundercloud, hail falls as lighter ice crystals rise. The hail rubs off the ice crystals' negatively charged electrons, leading the top of the cloud to become positively charged while the bottom becomes negatively charged. This creates an electric field that grows until a gigantic spark jumps across the sky. Yet the electric fields inside clouds are about 10 times too weak to create sparks. People have been sending balloons, rockets, airplanes into thunderstorms for decades and never seen electric fields anywhere near large enough. Let's continue a bit further down. Yeah, here. More recently, weather balloons and rockets have offered snapshots of the interior, but their presence tends to interfere with the data by artificially creating sparks that wouldn't naturally occur. So, probably it's just a discharge of the machine they're putting into the cloud, and they are wondering how is that possible. So, when thunderstorms roll overhead, there's little useful astronomy of LOFAR can do. So instead, the telescope tunes its antennas to detect barrage of a million or so radio pulses to emanate from each lightning flash. Astronomy and lightning. It's a sea pinch where galaxies and stars get created. The law for measurements are giving us the first really clear picture of what's happening inside the thunderstorm. Mhm. Okay, they quickly inferred that the pattern of pulses supports one of the two leading theories about how the most common type of lightning gets started. One idea holds that cosmic rays, particles from outer space, collide with electrons inside the thunderstorms, triggering electron avalanches that strengthen the electric field. The new observations point to the rival theory. It starts with clusters of ice crystals inside the cloud. Turbulent collisions between the needle-shaped crystals brush off some of their electrons, leaving one end of each ice crystal positively charged and the other negatively charged. The positive end draws electrons from nearby air molecules. More electrons flow in from air molecules that are farther away, forming ribbons of ionized air, which is plasma, that extend from each ice crystal tip. These are called streamers. Each crystal tip gives rise to hordes of streamers, with individual streamers branching off again and again. The streamers heat the surrounding air, ripping electrons from air molecules on mass so that a larger current flows into the ice crystals. Eventually, a streamer becomes hot. So we have hot ice crystals. And conductive enough to turn into a leader, a channel along which a fully fledged streak of lightning can suddenly travel. This is what we're seeing, said Christopher Sterpka, first author in the new paper in a movie showing the initiation of the flash that researchers made from the data. Radio pulses grow exponentially, likely because of the deluge of streamers, ice crystals. Let me show you one thing. That's a video I made recently or some weeks ago when we still had La Palma in action. So, hopefully I don't talk on top. I have no idea. But here's a lightning strike. Beside or on top of a volcano. Many people have seen those lightning strikes in hot volcanic ash plumes. And that's actually the remnants where we had the sea pinch. You can see the structure, and here has been the lightning bolt. Yeah, I'm painting the same thing again. So, I really would like to see people explaining volcanic lightning with the forming of ice crystals which are getting hot. Doesn't make sense to me, even though they have like all kinds of machinery and tools and whatever stuff and all the money in the world available to make research. They are still searching for ice crystals related to lightning. Here you can see the shockwave from the lightning. That's a nice shot. So, this is what we're seeing, said Christopher Sterpka. Why is it jumping all the time? In a movie showing the initiation of the flash that the researchers made from the data, radio pulses grow exponentially. Oh man. Likely because of the deluge of streamers. After the avalanche stops, we see a lightning leader nearby, he said in recent months. Sterpka has been compiling more lightning initiation movies that look similar to the first, so we have a recurring pattern. Ebert notes, however, that despite its resolution, the initiation movie described in the new paper does not directly image ice particles ionizing the air. It only shows what happens immediately afterward. Where is the first electron coming from? How does the discharge start near to an ice particle? She asked. Few researchers still favor the rival theory that cosmic rays directly initiate lightning, but cosmic rays could still play a secondary role in creating electrons that trigger the first streamers that connect to ice crystals, said Ebert. Exactly how streamers turn into leaders is also a matter of great debate, said Hare. Dwyer is hopeful that LOFAR will be capable of resolving these millimeter-scale processes. We're trying to see those first little sparks that come off ice crystals to capture the initiation action right at the very beginning. Initiation is just the first of many intricate steps that lightning takes on its way to the ground. We don't know how it propagates and grows. We don't know how it connects to the ground. Scientists hope to map the whole sequence with LOFAR network. It's an entirely new capability, and I think it will increase our understanding of lightning in leaps and bounds, said Julia Tilles, lightning researchers at Sandia National Laboratories in New Mexico. So, let's recap. We don't know. We don't know. And despite that, the title tells something really different. Detailed footage finally reveals what triggers lightning, and after you read the whole article, it turns out they don't know. I suggest them to watch Andrew Hall, check out Electric Universe Theory. Earth is a capacitor in space. The weather is driven electrically. Storms are driven electrically because they have counter-rotating features, such as Birkeland currents have, and all these kind of things. But I leave it here. I will put a link below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.